Bodies of two missing crew members from capsized MV Amanda found. No place for fake news, inflammatory messages in New Malaysia. Hello and good afternoon. I'm Mohana Priya. Welcome to News on 2. Two bodies of crew members from a merchant vessel MV Amanda, which capsized and sunk in waters off Kota Tinggi, Johor, were recovered at 7:45 p.m. yesterday, while 6 crewmen were safe after they were rescued by the Malaysian Maritime Enforcement Agency MMEA personnel. Now, according to MMEA, one of the crewmen, however, is still missing. Johor Maritime Director First Admiral Aminuddin Abdul Rashid said the Maritime Rescue Sub-Centre under the Malaysian Maritime Enforcement Agency had activated a search and rescue operation immediately after receiving a report on the incident, which occurred at 2 p.m., 3.3 nautical miles east of Tanjung Sepang, Kota Tinggi. First Admiral Aminuddin said, based on information from the captain of the ship, MV Amanda suffered damage to the generator, which caused the ship's wheel to stop functioning. He also said that the captain had done a full astern because the ship could not retreat because the waves were too strong. First Admiral Aminuddin added that the waves pushed the vessel, causing it to collide with another, and MV Amanda finally capsized and sunk. The Johor Maritime Director further noted that a search and rescue base was set up at the Pengerang Maritime Post near Kota Tinggi to coordinate the search for the missing crew member. The government will not hesitate to take action against those who threaten the peace and harmony in Malaysia. Speaking at a Christmas high tea reception hosted by the Christian Federation of Malaysia yesterday, Deputy Prime Minister Datuk Seri Dr. Wan Azizah Wan Ismail said the government is committed towards expanding the spaces of mutual respect, sharing and harmony. Datuk Seri Dr. Wan Azizah said the peace and stability Malaysians are enjoying right now is a collective responsibility. Therefore, there is no place for fake news, inflammatory messages and messages that stoke religious hatred in the new Malaysia.
Our government is committed to continue to enlarge spaces of mutual respect, sharing and harmony. Let us continue to show the world that unity in diversity is one of our assets. Cherish our asset. This is our trademark. This is Malaysia's trademark.
The Women, Family and Community Development Minister also acknowledged that Malaysians have placed their faith in the new government to usher the country into a new era of greater justice and economic prosperity. Thus, she has given her assurance that the government will do everything in its power to realize the new Malaysia that the people have envisioned. More than 1,000 people from various non-governmental organizations, NGOs, had gathered in Klang, Selangor yesterday to demand justice for the late fireman Muhammad Adib Muhammad Kasim, who perished due to injuries sustained during the Sri Mahamariman Temple riot last month. Organized by the Gerakan Rakyat Malaysia, or GERAS, they marched from the Masjid Bandar Diraja Klang to the Klang Art Square. Before the rally, participants performed the Solat Janazah Gaib for Muhammad Adib and Solat Asar at Masjid Bandar Diraja Klang at 4 p.m. After the prayers, they walked in a procession to the nearby Dataran Seni. Among the NGOs who turned up for the rally were members from Jaringan Melayu Malaysia, Gerakan Sri Kandi Malaysia, Angkatan Laksamana Bukit Jati Klang, Badan Amal Tarbiyah Sejagat, Pertubuhan Ikatan Muafakat Serumpun Malaysia and Kebajikan Sejagat Malaysia. The rally ended at about 6:30 p.m. and participants dispersed peacefully. GERAS President Abu Bakar Mohamad also did not rule out the possibility of holding a similar gathering in other states. The state of the country after the 14th general election and the agenda to improve situation in the country are expected to be among the main topics that will be raised at the Parti Pribumi Bersatu Malaysia General Assembly beginning this Friday until Sunday. Bersatu Secretary General Datuk Marzuki Yahya said after Pakatan Harapan conquered Putrajaya last May, the agenda to repair the damage done by the previous administration is crucial to be explained to the grassroots right up to the highest level of leadership, as it is still not understood by some quarters. Datuk Marzuki, who is also Deputy Foreign Minister, added that the agenda on Malay Bumiputra and Islam will certainly be raised, as these issues are very close to Bersatu, apart from giving priority to and emphasizing social and economic issues, as well as education. He said with Bersatu as one of the ruling parties, the party leaders should be open-minded and open to criticism and views. He also advised delegates, especially those who would be on stage to debate for the first time, to control their emotions and not deviate from the topic, adding that it would be a closed debate because of the sensitivities involved.
Sebab kadang-kadang banyak sensitif. Sebab tu saya kata sebab ini baru. So kita pun tak nak mereka tersasar. Jadi kadang-kadang pembahas ini emosi dia bila berada di pentas itu lain. Jadi kita tak nak menyentuh mana-mana pihak. Kerana kita tidak menjadikan parti kita ini sebagai satu parti yang mana memberjuang sesuatu kaum tetapi kita menidakkan hak kaum lain. Kita tak nak begitu berlaku. Maka bagi kita memperjuangkan walaupun agenda kita adalah Melayu tetapi kita tidak menidakkan mana-mana pihak, terutama kaum-kaum lain. Kerana ini adalah Malaysia dan menubuh satu bangsa ini dia memerlukan gabungan parti-parti politik.
About 3,000 delegates from 135 party divisions are expected to attend the General Assembly. On concerns that debates at Bersatu's General Assembly will not be open to the public as opposed to other Pakatan Harapan Party general meetings, Deputy Prime Minister Datuk Seri Dr. Wan Azizah Wan Ismail denied that this went against Pakatan Harapan's pledge to be transparent. She, however, said that she will not be attending the General Assembly.
Mungkin ada perkara-perkara dalam in-house yang dalam keluarga masing-masing kita kadang-kadang kita adalah cara-caranya menangani masalah masing-masing dalam keluarga.
Meanwhile, Datuk Seri Dr. Wan Azizah also said that PKR has no qualms about Bersatu entering Sabah with caution, as this is seen as a threat by Warisan. Speaking to reporters after attending a Christmas high tea reception hosted by the Christian Federation of Malaysia yesterday, the Deputy Prime Minister said it would be a good thing for PPBM to do so. She said PKR would give PPBM the space to discuss the matter with Warisan.
Adalah space untuk mereka untuk membuatkan keputusan masing-masing sebab democratic space tu mesti ada. Memang macam mana soalan ditanya kan kita nak juga sama-sama dalam satu koalisi yang walaupun berbeza namun kita sama dalam tujuan yang sama.
Police have confirmed that the fight between staff of Gambang R&R in Kuantan, Pahang and an express bus driver, which went viral on social media sites, was due to dissatisfaction over a certain matter. Kuantan District Police Chief ACP Muhammad Nur Yusuf Ali said a police report lodged by the R&R staff claimed that there was a slight disagreement between them and the bus driver, but they did not mention anything about hitting the bus driver. ACP Muhammad Nur said the incident was not racially motivated as claimed by some quarters, but due to dissatisfaction between the parties involved. He said the case was being investigated under Section 147 of the Penal Code for rioting, which provides for a maximum jail sentence of 2 years or a fine or both upon conviction. He added that police have identified 5 individuals involved in the incident and they were likely to be detained soon. The bus driver has also lodged a police report in Kuala Terengganu. Meanwhile, East Coast Expressway 1 concessionaire Aneh Berhad, in a media statement, confirmed that they were conducting an investigation and would not hesitate to take action on the staff involved if they were found guilty. Coming up, Tekun continues to provide lifeline for entrepreneurs. Stay with us. Electric train service, or ETS, for rides between 1st February and 30th April next year will go on sale from 2nd January. Kereta Api Tanah Melayu Berhad KTMB, in a statement released yesterday, said the tickets would be sold from 8:30 a.m. on 1st February to facilitate the public to make early travel plans, especially those celebrating Chinese New Year. KTMB also said the ETS train service would maintain its trips at 36 daily, as upgrading works of the Klang Valley double track infrastructure and system would still be in progress. KTMB further noted that tickets can be purchased from KTMB counters via www.ktmb.com.my and the KTMB Mob Ticket mobile application. injured in the tsunami that struck Indonesia's Sunda Strait on Saturday. According to a statement by the Indonesian Search and Rescue Agency, Basarnas, the Malaysian was identified as Khairul Umam Masduki, who sustained injuries on his leg in the tsunami. However, the 31-year-old somehow managed to get himself to higher ground and was later rescued. A spokesman for the Malaysian embassy in Jakarta, when contacted, said the embassy was working with Basarnas to provide the necessary assistance, including consular assistance to the victim, who is from Kuala Lumpur. The tsunami that occurred at 9:27 p.m. on Saturday was caused by the eruption of the Anak Krakatoa volcano, which triggered landslides and set off the deadly wave. As of 5 p.m. yesterday, the National Agency for Disaster Management, Indonesia, recorded 429 people killed, while 1,485 were reported injured and over 800 houses destroyed. The tsunami affected 4 districts, namely Pandeglang, Serang, South Lampung and Tanggamus regencies. Now, hundreds of panicked residents, many sobbing and clutching small children, tried to flee Sumba Jaya village on Tuesday as word spread that another tsunami was about to smash into the shattered Indonesian community. At a busy intersection several hundred meters back from the beach, people clambered onto the backs of trucks and motorbikes or ran through the traffic in a bid to reach the safety of higher ground as the water level rose in the sea. Police and search and rescue workers tried to get people out, but the local mosque soon calmed the chaos over its loudspeaker. The rising waterline was just a regular tidal surge, not a repeat of Saturday's killer tsunami. The desperate exodus underlines the level of fear along Indonesia's gutted coastline after the volcano-triggered tsunami struck without warning, killing at least 429 people. It wasn't the first time since Saturday's disaster that whispers about fresh waves sowed panic among nervous area residents. With volcanic activity still high, experts have warned that more killer waves could slam the stricken region, and thousands of evacuees are still too afraid to return home. Meanwhile, it was a solemn Christmas for the congregation in Indonesia's Karita, as many churchgoers have fled the area for fear of further disasters. The disaster striking during the Christmas season evoked memories of the Indian Ocean tsunami, triggered by an earthquake on 26 December 2004, which killed 226,000 people in 14 countries, including more than 120,000 in Indonesia. Thick ash clouds continued to spew from nearby Anak Krakatoa, where a crater collapse on Saturday sent waves smashing into coastal areas on both sides of the Sunda Strait between the islands of Sumatra and Java. Indonesian government spokesperson Ian Turiana said a new warning service would account for other tsunami triggers that aren't pinned to earthquake activity, with the installation of new buoys to begin next year. However, no detail was given as to how exactly the system would work in practice. Indonesia hasn't had a functional tsunami warning system since 2012, as vandalism, technical faults and funding shortfalls have stymied disaster preparedness. But even if a functional system was in place for December's torrent, Indonesia's current generation of tsunami detection wouldn't have been able to predict the tsunami, given that it was triggered by volcanic activity. Kedah Football Association KFA has decided not to continue using the service of its import player Liridon Krasniki to give new faces a chance to play for the Red Eagle next season. KFA Honorary Secretary Muhammad Asmirul Anwar Aris said the decision was final because apart from reducing expenses, it's also to enable the team to showcase local players whose caliber and capacity were at par with import players. Prior to this, the Football Association of Malaysia was reported to have confirmed that Liridon might possibly be playing with Harimau Malaya as a naturalised citizen. However, as Liridon's contract would not be renewed by the KFA, he might not get the chance to play with Harimau Malaya. Muhammad Amirul said it was now up to any other state football association to sign Liridon, hence enabling him to play with the national squad. On another matter, he said the amount of compensation due to KFA, should any team want to sign its young attacker, Akhyar Rashid, would be finalized at a meeting between KFA and FAM today. KFA was reportedly dissatisfied with FAM's decision that it would receive a compensation of only 75,000 ringgit and considered the matter as an unfinished business. Meanwhile, Akhyar Rashid has been advised to make the right decision regarding his future, as rumours have surfaced that the talented young footballer is close to joining Perlis FA for the FAM League next season. Perlis assistant coach Dato' Richard Scully said the club has yet to receive any confirmation on the player joining the club, as mentioned on social media.
Saya percaya Akhyar membuat satu keputusan yang baik untuk masa depan beliau sendiri, kerana pemain ini pemain muda, mempunyai masa depan yang besar, dan sekiranya beliau berhajat untuk ke JDT atau sebagainya, teruskan. Itu adalah satu aset untuk negara.
Dato' Richard's comments was in line with the view of former national player Sarbhagat Singh, who commented that Perlis would not be a suitable destination for a player like Akhyar, who needs to play at a higher level to improve and establish himself as one of the country's best footballer. The Perlis assistant coach further noted that the decision to sign with Perlis is up to Akhyar and nobody can interfere in the decision-making. And that concludes this afternoon's edition of News on 2. In our top story today, bodies of 2 missing crew members from capsized MV Amanda found. Join me again at 7 p.m. for more updates on the latest happenings from around the world. I'm Mohana Priya. Thanks for watching.